Participation is a good thing, right? People being pushed off their land should be able to participate in making important decisions about their future, right? Yet it is not that simple. In our article, Participation is Not the Answer, we show how the narrative of participation is actually part of the problem. Since the creation of the Limpopo National Park in Mozambique, people have been displaced from their land and resettled to a place outside the borders of the park. Over more than a decade, displaced people participated in resettlement negotiations. But rather than improving resettlement outcomes, participation led to authoritarian backlash by the government. More than half a century of scientific evidence shows that resettlement causes long-term and devastating harm to displaced people. Yet the development industry continues to propose displacement and resettlement as a viable solution to overlapping claims on land. What is concerning is that new global trends are likely to drive more large-scale displacement in the coming decade. The push for energy transition towards renewables, for example, requires minerals and metals that are largely found in territories stewarded by indigenous peoples and local communities. And a new global biodiversity framework has committed to protecting 30% of the Earth's surface by 2030. Both mining and conservation often displaced people from their lands while calling it participatory and violating their rights. This has got to stop. In the public eye, participation legitimizes and perpetuates displacement. Our message is that participation does not make displacement okay. It gives the false impression that displaced people have the power to make the important decisions about their own future. In reality, however, displaced people's needs are rarely heard. Our article shows how the Mozambican state used many strategies to silence and manipulate people's voices under the guise of participation. We are not against participation by any means. Instead, we call for a vision of conservation and of development that does not depend on displacing people from their lands. It is time to say no to large-scale displacements